gotta go.
Yeah, OK.
That is it, isn't it?
Said so, yeah?
Right.
Kat,
I don't want to hear it. You got what you want. When I leave this room, I never want it mentioned again. Understood? It never happened.
Ah, this is a surprise.
Yeah, well, and I'm glad I've seen you first, and we're not one of your mates.
Oh, you better come in.
Right. Listen, I'm really sorry.
Well, come through.
You know, I just thought, well, I thought I should give you this.
Ah. Why, what is it?
Well, what do you think?
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's all there, mate.
All of it?
Yep, down to the last penny.
I'm impressed.
Well, that took some doing.
I'll bet.
Listen, and I'm really sorry it's late, Andy. It's just, well, I tried a phone, and your phone, I think, is switched off.
Yeah, I was taking care of some business this afternoon. Still no harm done, eh?
OK. Well, listen, I need to get back because I want to give Kat the good news, don't I?
You do that.
Yeah, bye-bye.
I didn't see that coming.
You didn't have to take the money. The debt was already cleared.
You should thank me.
Thank you.
Well, you're gonna have to tell Alfie something, weren't you, to explain why you didn't need to find the money no more. I saved you the bother. Don't need to lie any more than you have to. Hey, Kat. Besides, you work so hard.
All this hate. I pity you.
Are you all right, dear?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm sure you're all right, love. You don't look it.
I said I'm fine.
All right. I slept with Kathy. I mean, it's not as if you're still married, is it?
You know how I feel about her.
But maybe I've done you a favour. I've been showing you what she's really like.
She's Ben's mum. I mean, how could you do a thing like that? What's going through your mind?
I don't know, nothing.
What was it, a spur of the moment thing? Two got to pass up what?
Yeah, if you like.
If I like.
All right, Phil, it was on a plate. I helped myself. I mean, what do you want me to say?
So what about all that you and me stuff, eh? The return of the Mitchell brothers. We said that we would never do this to each other again. Now, what happened to all that?
I still want that.
So you want us to be so close, we even share each other's birds?
Phil, Kathy ain't your bird anymore. She hasn't been for a long time.
Yeah, well, she can't be now, can she?
Well, you don't want to do it. I mean, if she was worth anything, she wouldn't have slept with me, would she?
You really believe that, don't you? You know, say, you've never given a toss about me. You never have done. All you care about is yourself.
Look, they're here.
I don't care.
We can do this later.
You don't get it, do you? There ain't gonna be no later.
Look, Phil, I'm sorry about what happened with Kathy, and if I could turn the clocks back, I would. But it's over. Finished.
No.
Are we doing this or what?
Doing what?
Because if we don't do this now, we won't have a future to talk about. And if we are going to do it, we've got to do it now.
Yeah. You're right.
Phil, hold on. Phil! Can I do something for you? Oi!
We're nearly there.
That's enough. I said that's enough! the old broad are on their way. Move!
Where's the gun? I've got it. Well, dump it. Just drive.
Christmas Day.
Well, you're right.
She's gone around a bit fast. Gun's been on the wagon too long.
She's all right. She's having a good time, that's all.
Yeah, she needs to lie down. I'll try and get her taken out. You don't mind taking over for a bit, do you?
No, of course not. Here's Simon, will you kiss Ange?
Ange?
What, you talking to me?
Not for work.
Oh, excuse me, girls. It's Mouse's voice.
How'd you feel?
How do I feel? I'm bushed. It's been hell of a day, isn't it? And I ain't very strong, am I? Thanks for the best Christmas ever, Dan.
Our last one.
You don't regret staying with me, do you? I don't want to get morbid today of all days, but it scares me. I don't think I can keep up this performance 24 hours a day.
Oh, you could keep this performance up for a lifetime. Like on the Orient Express, like in the bar, like chatting up the barman. Oh, I've told my husband this terrible lie. Not a little white one, but a big black one. Remember, Ange? Because I do, because I was sitting 4 feet away from you, lapping up every word. 6 little months to live. 6 tragic little months. And poor old Angie's gonna pop off. That has got to be the sickest joke that you've ever played. And then what's fell for it? Well, now the joke's on you. This, my sweet, is a letter from my solicitor telling you that your husband has filed a petition for divorce. It also tells you to get yourself a solicitor pretty damn quick. Happy Christmas, Ange.
Oh, Rob, you forget something.
Hello, Dawn.
May,
Leaving already?
you wanted us to leave.
I wanted you to, yes.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd better check out the state of the flat. Don't want to lose my deposit. I've had enough of you taking what belongs to me.
All right, well, feel free.
Why don't you have a look round with me?
Well, I think you'll find everything's as it was when I moved in.
Everything except my husband.
I'm leaving.
It's a fantasy, you know that, don't you? It's a delusion.
Get out of my way.
Why do you think he's still with you? He feels guilty.
That's not true.
He knows he has to stay with you until the baby's born, otherwise who knows what you'd do to it. But what do you think will happen after that?
I'm going now,
Okay?
okay?
Oh, everything's so easy for you, isn't it?
It's not as easy as you think.
You float in, fall pregnant, get the guy. Do you really think this is going to end in happy ever after?
What do you want, May?
I want you to know what it feels like to be me. To spend years of your life with someone. To be partners, to share everything, and then have some wannabe wag waltz in and take it all away.
I'm sorry you
Oh, no, you're not sorry. You're not sorry at all. You've never been sorry, but you will be, Dawn. You take a good look round. Because this is how it's going to be when he leaves you and comes back to me.
You really are mad, do you know that? I should be getting you struck off.
I do understand, you know. You thought he'd rescue you, take you away from all this. But, you know, all you've done is drag him down to your miserable level.
Excuse me.
Fact is, a few more days with you and your scrubber family, and he'll realise what a mistake he's made. He likes his creature comforts, and he'll come running back for them, Dawn. That's who he is.
No, mate, he's his own man now. He makes his own decisions, and he decided to be with me, OK? Now get out of my way.
Maybe he's with you now. But how long for, Dawn? To be a couple, you have to be equals.
Well, that would be why you'd have you then.
You don't get away that easily.
It's not much to ask, is it, eh? Just a word. A simple little word. A mark of respect. In fact, it's not too late now. Why don't you say it? Why don't you say it to my face? Just say you're sorry and we'll put this all behind us. What do you say, eh? Just say it. Say sorry now.
No.
No, that's it. Go on, run away. Now, well, just one thing before you leave. Don't bother looking in the street for your little angel of a daughter because she's never going to be there. She's dead. She died 13 years ago. Tragedy, really. Such a pretty little thing. Spit of you at that age. Tiny, blonde, sparkly blue eyes like you wouldn't believe.
You're lying.
No, it's quite true. She drowned in the bath. Accident, nothing sinister. Overexcited, playing with her ducky. Slipped and banged her head. Her mother was out of the room getting a towel. It happens all the time, evidently. Accidents in the home.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I thought I should. Because I thought you should face up to life for once.
If it's true. If it's true.
It is.
Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we weren't exactly close, were we, you and me? I seem to remember you spitting in my face. So why should I tell a nasty, spiteful, dirty thing like you a tragic story about a little girl you didn't even want? A little girl you gave away?
No, it's not true.
Yeah. The family, they got in touch. They felt they should. They felt that as the birth mother, you had the right to be at the funeral to say goodbye. Quite sweet, really. I thought otherwise.
How could you do this to me?
To you? You are pathetic. Some maudlin little fantasy about a daughter you disposed of. Some girl, some stranger you think you're going to meet in the street who's going to run into your arms. Some sad dream about tiny feet climbing up the stairs. The girl is dead and buried, rotting in the ground, and it's down to you. Yeah. This is life paying you back for your neglect. Your vicious, selfish neglect. Neglect of her, neglect of me, your father. Is that the best you can do? You're no match for me, girl. You never were. Yes, I did make you get rid of that kid. I did it to teach you a lesson once and for all. But you push your luck. You try and take away my Roxy, my little grandchild, and I'll break you, girl. I'll finish you for good.
Let me go. Let me go!
With pleasure.
Telling you, I've never seen him before in my life.
Oh, come on, Janine. This is me, your brother. You know, the one you used to share a bath with?
Well, this was meant to be my special day, and that cow has to go and ruin it.
She could always turn the tap on when it suited her. Show him your birthmark.
What?
Birthmark? She's got a birthmark on her shoulder. Go on, open your jacket and show him. Oh, here we go.
What have you two been saying?
Dad, it is so unfair that you have to go through this.
What do you mean?
It looks like we might have been had. Judith might not be who she says she is.
That's ridiculous.
This man is saying Judith is a con artist. She was after your money.
No. Not my Judith.
I am so sorry, Dad. But I think he might be right.
How do they mean?
Dad's got a heart problem. He needed a nurse and an assistant. Judith applied.
Janine? A nurse? And he's still alive?
She had all the paperwork. She was lovely to him. They really, really got on.
I don't suppose she ever mentioned her first husband.
Sorry?
Go and ask her. His name was Barry. Go and ask her what happened to Barry. You all right, mate? Hey, you all right? Do you need a chair or something?
I am not getting undressed in front of a strange man. I only do that for my husband.
This has gone on long enough. Judith has been coming to our synagogue for almost 2 years. She's part of our family, and you are clearly upsetting her.
2 years?
Now, please, just go. I'm not who you think I am.
That man out there has just said I should ask you about your last husband. Someone called Barry?
I don't know anyone called Barry.
Oh, come on, Janine. Look, just show him your birthmark.
What birthmark?
She's got a birthmark on her shoulder. It's about that big.
This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I'm just...
See? See, I'm lying.
Wait, lady. Lady, you better get in there. Your old man, he don't look too well.
What?
A scrapbook, isn't it? Come on.
Will you get off him, please? Let me do my job. He needs Cynthia. Oh, you know about that. You're not even a nurse, David. Oh, David, come on, please. Oh, David, I'm begging you, please don't do this to me. Come on.
Take a seat. Fix your drink?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Pays to keep a clear head. So, you wanted to talk, so talk.
Whatever you're planning on doing, forget it.
What are you on about?
I've spoken to Dennis. He won't trouble you or Ruby again.
All right, so you've tightened the reins and cracked the whip, have you?
As far as we're concerned, that's the end of it.
Until he decides to try and make a fool of me again.
Johnny, why can't you just let this go? We'll keep out of your way, you keep out of ours.
That's just a point, Sharon. He hasn't.
So what are you going to do?
You'll find out.
You're pathetic. Is that supposed to scare me, is it, eh? Spouting idle threats, bullying your own daughter. You really expect me to take you seriously?
Andy Hunter didn't take me seriously. Look what happened to him.
What?
You think about it.
Let me go, you hurting me!
Shut up! You've done enough talking. Now you listen.
Let me go!
Your old man is going to suffer. He's going to pay for this.
Let me go, please! I'm pregnant!
What?
I'm having his baby.
You're leaving Walford. I want him out of my sight before the new year. Come midnight, you're gone. You understand?
He won't run away from you.
I'm giving you a chance here, Sharon. I suggest you take it. Otherwise, that kid grows up without a father.
It is for the prosecution to prove on the evidence that the defendant murdered Edward Royal and that he did so intending at the time to kill him, or at least to cause him really serious bodily harm. If you're not sure that the defendant struck the fatal blow with the knife, then that is the end of the prosecution's case, and you must return a verdict of not guilty. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife. Traces of fibre and blood linked him to the deceased. But of course, it is not in dispute that the defendant was present, and therefore your deliberations should revolve around deciding whether this was indeed an accident, or, as the prosecution claim, an act of murder. You may think from all you've heard, particularly from the defendant's mother, that the defendant was in fact desperate to escape from his mother's home. You may feel, given the severe nature of his mother's attempt to restrain him, that this was an understandable ambition, but you may also feel that his desperation to find an immediate supply of drugs was such that nothing would be allowed to stand in his way. Did he therefore intentionally cut down the deceased in an attempt to escape and find drugs. If you so find, then it must follow that his defence should be rejected and he should be found guilty of murder as charged.
Is someone going to ring us from the court? Let's know what's happening.
Well, Pete said it.
But you can't do that again.
Hello? The jury's just gone out.
I'd kill for a cigarette. Well, perhaps not.
Doc, they're going back in, love.
Will the foreman please stand? Please answer the following question either yes or no. Have you reached a verdict on which you are all agreed?
Yes.
Do you find the defendant, Nicholas Charles Cotton, guilty or not guilty of murder?
Not guilty.